Okay, my convertible top isn't operating anymore. It's stuck in the up position and I'd like to take it down. I'm going to go ahead and convert it to a manual top now. We'll get a look at how that's done. It did some quick troubleshooting, and it wasn't the latches and switches up front. So I've already converted a couple other cars. Might as well go ahead and get this one done. The manual operation is actually just as quick as having the electronic. Okay, so to release the top so that you can actually get the top open, first thing we have to do is pop off a ball socket down in here. I've tried to get the camera maneuvered so you can see it, and I just can't do it. But I've got this bar pointed generally to where it is, and you can see that drain hole right there. The ball that you have to pop off is just to the right side of that in this view. If you stick your hand down there, you can feel it pretty easily. This bar here comes with the toolkit in the car, or you can just use a pry bar to reach down there and pop it off. Okay, it's now about 10 minutes later and method A wasn't working. Now I'm going to use method B. I've got a extension and a 19mm socket. I'm going to go ahead and insert it down into position there, and I'll start again once I've got it on there just so you can see exactly where it goes. The way I've got the wrench set up now, I can go ahead and turn the whole thing about almost a half turn each time and get that bolt out. Once I do, we'll be able to go ahead and open the top. Now, passenger side, seat forward, tip it, and going to be reaching down into there. And now, just to show you the best method for me anyway is to get my hand in there. And go ahead and insert my wrench and hand up over the seat belt, get my elbow just past the roll bar, and then I can go ahead and get the wrench in position. Operating the wrench, actually getting about a quarter turn every time I move it. It'll take quite a while to get it out this way, but it works. That wasn't so bad. It came out to 2, maybe 3 minutes total of wrenching. See if I can pull my wrench out of there now. Easy. See if I can get that bolt out. There's the bolt, nice and easy. Okay, the clamshell is still connected to the top by those arms. So first thing we gotta do is pull the clamshell up and then bring the top back. It's best with 2 people and not trying to hold a camera while you do it, but general idea is get the clamshell up and go ahead and fold the top down. I'm going to have to set the camera down and get this done. So the bolt that I removed went through this piece here into there. This is the transmission for the top. Now, when you open, you got to be careful that that arm doesn't tear up the drip pan around the top, because that can lead to water leaks into your area behind the seat. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and pop this off and go ahead and remove the other end of the arm right here so that that's out of the way. It's not going to tear anything up for the manual operation. Okay, so now I've just popped off this socket right here, and the other thing I'm going to do is back up over here. I'm going to go ahead and pop this clip off and remove that whole arm all the way down through the transmission so that everything moves freely now. After I do that on both sides, the clamshell will be independent of the top. You can just lift the clamshell all the way. Okay, this is everything we removed from the top. Basically these arms that connect on to the transmission, and this is just a protective plastic disc. Same thing removed from both sides. There was the 19mm bolt that holds this onto the transmission. This end comes off at the rear of clamshell with this clip that just slides off, and then this red socket here pops off just by using a pry bar or screwdriver to carefully pry it off without breaking it. On a lot of the older Boxsters, that's actually what caused the top to stop working, is that red plastic piece will be broken. Okay, so now manual operation of the top is pretty easy. You start out by just lifting up on the clamshell and then raise the top and then lock it in place up front. Really, it's a lot quicker and simpler than doing normal operation of the top. To open the top, we just do the reverse. Lift the clamshell, get the latch up front, and do your Boxster chop on the window in the back. Flip that down, and then put the clamshell back in place. There's been a couple methods people have come up with of actually holding the clamshell down with a latch. I think that's a good idea, but it's really not essential. When you're cruising along 70-75 miles an hour, the force on this clamshell is holding it down rather than making it pop up. But still, it is a good safety measure to go ahead and fashion a latch. Some people have made one internal here that latches in, holds it on. I've seen some other arrangements where there's a strap type arrangement on the back to hold it down. I'll see if I can find a link and post it.